Welcome back to Rebel Ants Radio. My name is Kevin, joined as always by my co-host, co-founder, co-partner, first night in the house. Woo!
What's up, bro? What's going on?
You tell me. That's all you got? What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Oh boy. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long night, I can tell.
What are you talking about? Why would it be a long night?
You said you wanted a moment at the top of the show to talk about Memorial Day? And how
No,
important
that's what
it is to
you wanted to talk about.
Go
not
ahead.
me.
The floor is yours.
No, I don't want to talk about Memorial Day.
Listen, we have a very special sponsor this week.
Do we?
We have a very special sponsor, and it is Rebel Cheese. Rebel Cheese.
You are such a jerk. Rebel Cheese. They stole our name. Damn.
Did you know there was a Rebel Cheese?
No, I didn't know that.
It's a plant-based cheese company.
Is it? Is it?
Plant-based. And they spell rebel with a backwards E. Sounds familiar.
That
What's
means
up with that?
Can we sue them?
We're going to sue them. We're going to get our lawyer on it. We will take note of this in post.
I'm kidding. I'm not suing anybody.
Fine. The lawsuit's off. You're lucky, Rebel Cheese, but maybe we can find a way to work together. Maybe we can, put your cheese on the blockchain.
Is it like is it like specific cheese or
Where it's all the cheeses. We're putting all the cheeses on the blockchain.
what kind of cheese is it?
It's
Do you
all-
even know?
Yeah, it's all the cheeses. They have lots of cheese. They got the Mark Cuban MVP, the Shark Tank collection,
Is this on? Where is this at? New York?
cave aged brie. They're in Italy, which can be
Oh.
found in New York.
Mhm.
You can buy it online. This was on Shark Tank. Maybe we
Did
should
they
get on
win?
Shark Tank.
Did they?
They got funding.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, they won Shark Tank. Shark Tank is over because they won. The game
Why
is
can't we
over.
get funded by Shark Tank?
By Mark Cuban? Mark Cuban is a crypto fan. He's an NFT fan. I think he got scammed recently. I think he got.
Did he?
He got. Yes, listen, we have 67 viewers with us, so thank you for spending your Sunday evening, if that's the time zone for you. If it's not the appropriate time zone, then I apologize and fill in the blank for whatever time zone you're at.
Mhm.
But I asked my wife to be a guest on the show tonight. She said no, it was more important to watch the Mets, and I can understand that. And then I asked my brother if he wanted to be a guest on the show, and he said no, it's more important to watch the Knicks, and I can understand that also.
Mhm.
So it's just you and me tonight. Just you and me.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Are you not happy and excited about that? It's just me and you.
This is my favorite time of the week.
That's what I thought.
Don't
Okay.
tell my wife or kids that.
I'm sure she's listening.
She may be listening. She might be watching the Mets game and listening. At the
You
same
might get
time.
locked out of the house today.
We'll see if she comments if I'm in trouble.
That's
or
gonna
not.
happen.
Listen, it's been an exciting week.
It's been a crazy week in crypto.
A crazy week in crypto.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot happening for the little rebel ants here, the little guys.
Yeah,
We
it's a
got
lot
things
going on.
brewing.
A lot going on.
And at the same time, the markets are heating up
The markets are heating up.
to new
Yes,
heights.
they are. Actually, something happened like
Uh-oh.
in the last few minutes because they just
Uh-oh.
shot up again.
Just now?
A little while ago, a few minutes ago.
What was it?
I don't know. I don't know what the news. I don't
Great
know.
journalism.
There's always something that happened. It just happened like a few minutes ago, and I wasn't really looking. I was getting ready for the show, trying to think what
It just happened.
craziness is going to happen and how to roast you for the next hour. That's what I was thinking about.
I told you I have a very good roast for myself for our next morning roast show. So Thursday morning,
Uh huh.
Thursday 9 a.m. Eastern, we'll do a Rebel roast show, and I have a serious cell phone that I am quite embarrassed about. And when I am embarrassed, I like to share it with the internet. So that'll be Thursday morning. Tune in for that self roast. So listen,
Listening.
Miguel, you're a holder of the Bitcoin, as the kids say.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone who'd ever bought Bitcoin before those new heights became
Yeah.
profitable when it hit an all-time high. So what was your emotional reaction to that new all-time high? Did it feel like the last one? Was this like a drug where you need it even higher to get an even better feeling? Where are you at?
No, I don't. I really don't pay mind to it anymore. I stopped paying mind to it a long time ago.
So you don't care about new
Like-
all-time highs?
No.
And is that because you assume that we're nowhere near where it'll be in 5-10 years from now?
Yep.
That what's the point of caring now?
Yeah. I don't really care about it.
It's a good point. I guess there's no reason to do a show then. So thank you all for watching. And no,
No, that's not the point. I mean, it's not that I don't care.
who cares about all-time highs?
The problem is that the more you pay it, I've been holding for a very long time. And through that time, there was a few years where I was like, oh, it went up more. Oh, it went up another cent. Oh, it went up another blah, blah, blah. You drive yourself nuts, right? To the point that you fall into like a depression. You go crazy. You don't know what to do.
Right. Your mood kind of
your mood
sways
sucks.
with the price.
So then I learned to just stop looking at it.
Yeah.
It's either you're going to hold or you're going to sell it.
Right.
I decided to hold. So
I too am holding. I do think it's interesting though when there's new all-time highs because, sometimes there's a clear correlation between it and something happening in the world.
Like what?
Sometimes there's not, right? You could look back at all the last 10 plus years and say, what were these highs from? But, I think the belief in the product, the item itself, gives way to the price rising. But now as you have more governments involved, more private companies involved, you have the ETFs, you have, billions flowing in at a time, that has an impact. And so if that's the trend where there's money going towards government agencies and private treasuries, then I think that's still something worth watching because that's a newish trend, and it'll be interesting to see where that goes and how other governments respond and react to that. Obviously there are some very pro crypto governments and some aren't. So imagine if the rest of the world got on board, where would that take us?
Yeah, I mean, I like to see the news and see what's happening in the world with it. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
that doesn't really bother me as much as looking at the price every second of the day to see if it went up or down, like for the last 15 years. Like,
but do you have like
so crazy
a coin tracker on your phone? That you
I
can
have.
see oh boy,
let me see. It might look at my screen. This is all it is.
Yeah, right. It's all financial stuff. You got crypto.
Everything is crypto. Everything. 1, 2,
Show
3,
the
4,
people.
5. 6. No, I'm not showing the people.
Show
There's
the people.
there's things there I don't want to show people.
Private charts. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a lot in there. So
it's hard to not look though. You're right though that when you delete that stuff off your phone, so it's not on the desktop as a widget, on the home screen as a widget, you feel a little different about it.
Well, I did well with other crypto, so that's also why I really don't care about
quit bragging.
BTC as much. I mean, I did Doge. I've done some.
I've done some.
I'm not gonna get into details, but I've done some. I did well.
Yeah, of course you did. Must be nice. There was, a million articles about the all-time new highs, so I just picked just something for us to look at together. So let's just pull up one here. This is from Yahoo Finance. Bitcoin new all-time high. If history is any guide, this happens next. So the belief is that it keeps going up. That this is not the peak, the top forever. It'll keep going up. So the key points here: Bitcoin recently hit a new all-time high of $112,000 on May 22nd. Based on the historical evidence, Bitcoin tends to follow 4-year cycles, punctuated by periods of boom and bust. Now, we've looked at these 4-year charts in the past, right? At the halvening, the last halvening, there was a lot of talk about the 4-year charts and the 4-year patterns. So here we are again talking about 4-year charts and 4-year patterns. Bitcoin's performance in 2025 is uncannily similar to its performance during the 2021 bull market rally. And we saw that kind of coming out of Q4 into Q1. We're sort of in the middle of the year here.
Yeah.
And I think that's a different type of time to get that spur, but we are looking at that 4-year cycle still. So total
I got to tell you, hold on. I got to tell you, I
Go
like
ahead.
this screen up here because I can see everything that you're doing.
Oh yeah, can I do it too? Oh no, it's a little bit on delay.
Why? Yeah. You cannot look at it,
All
but
right,
I can. That was the whole point.
Okay. So here's talking about the cyclical nature of Bitcoin. Given that Bitcoin started trading in January 2009, we now have 16 years of history to examine. And the overwhelming evidence is that Bitcoin tends to trade in fairly well-defined 4-year cycles. The cycle begins with a steady accumulation phase, which leads to a growth phase, which leads to a bubble phase, which ultimately ends in a steep decline or even a crash, at which point the whole cycle starts anew.
Facts.
Now, we have heard time and time again, this is the last time we'll see X for Bitcoin, right? normally when you get these like milestone numbers like $10,000, right? After we, by the time we got to like 50,000, they said we'll never see 10,000 again, right? So like that floor of we'll never see that amount again. It trends up, which maybe is hopeful for some people, and we've seen some crazy crashes.
Yeah.
But what number do you think we never see again? Like how low do you think we would never see again?
50.
You think we'll never see 50, but you think
No.
we might see a 60?
It's possible.
Yeah. For those of you watching live with us, even if you're not live, feel free to join in. Drop a comment. Let us know, what do you think is that number that we'll never see blank again? Let us know if you agree with Miguel over here with 50K. Do you think it's 60? Do you think it's 70? I mean, we were at 70 something like a month ago, right?
Yeah.
Like, we weren't that far from 70. And 70 isn't that far from 50. So it really
50 is a
is
safe number, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see 60, honestly, but we'll go with 50 as a safe
Yeah.
haven number.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see anything lower than that, unless something drastic, insane happens, like war
Yeah.
or something crazy. Where people need to take out their money and have like actual cash, hard cash.
Do you think people would? Do you think war leads to people taking out money?
I think what happens is that people panic and they want something substantial in their hands.
Yeah.
Something that physical that they can feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One of the early talking points of Bitcoin or crypto, I mean, Bitcoin when it was just Bitcoin, but then all the other cryptos was like, you can cross borders with any amount of money in your pocket if it's in your crypto wallet, right?
Right.
It's not like you're carrying a bag full of cash. So I think in a situation of war, I mean, there might be some benefit to keeping crypto because then that might be able to be traded when you don't have access.
It really
when
depends.
the bank websites are down or
Yeah,
something
well,
like that. I don't know.
but also your internet can be down or like electricity.
Starlink will never let us down.
What about electricity
Yeah, or cell phones.
or cell phones?
Yeah, it's the same way you probably won't get money out of a bank too.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
Where people will want to have something substantial physical in their hands.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see what Coinbase does when 90% of its users try to withdraw the money. They already block people.
One for one.
Right, yeah.
Who knows?
I know.
You never know in this crazy world what could happen. Hopefully, nothing like that ever happens. I mean, you're not
Yeah.
betting on something like that to happen, but
Yeah.
the reality is that we live in a crazy world.
Yeah.
And you just never know.
That's the real problem with cryptocurrency. You got to be online
And you
move-
got to
to
have
move it.
electricity.
to move it. Yeah. You can have a ton of cold wallets, but that might
Yeah.
not help you in times of war.
I mean, you can have solar power.
That's
like I
true.
do.
Quit bragging.
And be off the grid like I
How long can you be off the grid for?
am. 2 days.
That's enough to move some crypto around.
But that's 2 days if if there's no sun. You know what I mean? Like if every day the sun's going to keep generating power, so it's an ongoing thing. It's just how much power are you using within your house?
That's so
You know what I mean?
optimistic of you.
I'm ready for anything,
The
bro.
sun will come back.
I want to make sure my Bitcoin goes nowhere.
That's right. As long as you know where your cold storage wallet is.
I found it.
Guys, don't worry. I found all my
I
Bitcoin.
found it the other day. The other day.
I had to go through my dog's poop, but I found it. No problem.
It was right in my face.
No problem. It was in my face.
I did find it the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where my some of my NFTs
Yes,
are too.
keeping your cold storage wallet in your dog is not a bad bet.
It wasn't on my dog.
In your dog.
It wasn't in my dog. It was not in my dog.
Does anyone else keep their crypto in another living being? Let us know what your strategy is. Should I give my cold storage wallet to my bunny?
No.
Yeah, she won't.
You don't even use the wallet.
I don't even use my bunny.
Did you even take it out of the box?
Oh, it's out of the box, baby.
It's out of the box?
It's ready to go.
But you haven't used it in like a year.
I should really pull my Coinbase
You bought it
holdings
a
off
year
of it.
ago.
No, more than that. 2 Christmases ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to get scammed.
I think when I
again.
first got it, I think I moved some of my most expensive NFTs to that
Yeah.
wallet. Yeah.
The article goes on to say the defining moment of every 4-year cycle is halving, the Bitcoin halving, which takes place, you guessed it, every 4 years. By knowing when the most recent halving event took place, it's relatively easy to know where Bitcoin is in any 4-year cycle. That's because the halving is typically the signal for Bitcoin to move from the growth phase to the bubble phase. And that's what has me so concerned right now. Based on historical evidence, the bubble phase lasts anywhere from 12 to 18 months. So last April
Mm-hmm.
was the halvening. God, I can't believe that was a year ago already.
It was a year ago, yeah.
Jesus Christ. And so here we are. We're 13 months later.
Here we are.
We might be in bubble mode here.
Could be.
What would you do if you knew there was a bubble? Would you
Nothing.
sell at a top and
No.
buy a crash?
No.
Is there a situation where you would buy Bitcoin again, or would that just ruin your dollar
No, I
cost
buy.
average?
No. I have a separate wallet
Yeah.
where I buy weekly.
A less impressive wallet.
Why are you such a hater?
I'm not. All right, we'll scroll down a little bit. Lessons from the previous Bitcoin cycle. Still not convinced. Take a closer look at the Bitcoin chart from the previous 4 years, which includes the halving May 11th of 2020, and then again in April. Oh, sorry, and then it popped in 2021. I don't know if there is a chart here. So, yeah, I think that's just a little overview of what we've got going on in the Bitcoin world. I think that is also what brings news attention, right? The
Yeah.
media will pick up on these new all-time highs.
You know what's funny? The more I talk to people outside of like our environment and our Web3 world, the more that I know that the less they know about crypto. Like
Yeah.
it's just crazy still to this day.
Yeah.
Like people don't know. I was having this conversation with a group actually the other day where they didn't even know they could buy like $1 worth of Bitcoin.
You
That it
might
was
not-
fractional.
You might not be able to.
You
Can you?
can. Yeah, you can.
Is that 8 decimals out?
You could buy $1 worth of Bitcoin.
You're saying
yes.
one Satoshi is less than $1.
You could buy $1 worth of Bitcoin. Yes, you can.
I don't.
Try
I don't. I don't do public math.
Just
but-
try.
but
Yes, you
maybe
can.
Google. Maybe Google can tell me.
Just go on one of your crypto wallets and buy $1 worth of it. Either way, the point is that they didn't know that you could do that and that it was fractional, and that scares me a little bit. That people still don't know this till this day.
You are very right. One Satoshi
I know I'm right.
is under.
I buy
0
Bitcoin
penny.
weekly.
It's less than a penny.
Every Friday, I buy Bitcoin.
You buy $1.
Every Friday, I buy
One Satoshi.
an X amount of Bitcoin.
I
Every
buy,
Friday.
I buy one Satoshi every.
Without
week.
fault for the last 15 years.
Okay.
Maybe.
Must be nice.
But yeah, no, it's a little scary that people still don't know that it's fractional because a lot of people go, "Oh, well, I don't have $100 and whatever $1,000 to buy a Bitcoin." I said, "Well, you don't need to. You could just buy $1 worth
For
of it,
real.
50 cents worth of it if you want. Just buy something. Have something in your wallet.
Buy something.
Buy some Bitcoin. That's it."
Speaking,
And then the second question that I usually get is, should I buy it? Or should I buy another crypto?
you know, when we were in Texas for the F1 race,
Mm-hmm.
I told my brother he should just move his things, all of his cryptos, just move it into Bitcoin. We are
Agree.
almost double what the price was
I agree.
from
Yeah,
October.
that was a good move.
I mean, he didn't do
Oh.
it, but
Oh, he did.
it's just the point is, it's always a good time to buy crypto.
I thought he did it.
It's just always a good time to buy crypto. That is
Yeah.
your financial advice for the night.
It.
There's actually more financial advice coming down.
I tell everybody to just buy Bitcoin. That's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't really instruct someone to buy anything else.
No, I would tell people to buy ETH.
Why ETH over
ETH or
Bitcoin?
Doge.
Doge?
I like Doge.
I know you do.
I love Doge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I usually tell people to buy Bitcoin. That's my first initial thing.
Yeah.
Well, what crypto should I buy? Bitcoin. Well, it's
Yeah.
too pricey. Don't worry about it. It's fractional. It's fractional? No. You could buy $1 worth of it. No, I can't. Yes, you can. That's usually how the conversation goes.
Yeah.
Every single time.
I know. These people. That's how early we are. People don't know how little or how
Every
to
single
buy
time.
the increments. Which increments you can buy.
I can tell you that just in the past 2 months, I've talked to a good, I'm going to say more than 30 people
Yeah.
that we've had the same exact conversation.
What
Don't know.
What platform are you telling them to onboard with? Coinbase?
Coinbase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coinbase needs to fucking pay me, or they need to. Brian Armstrong,
I think there are referral codes.
if you're listening, I don't give him referral codes. I don't.
Well, that's
I
the
should.
problem.
Damn, I should. You're right.
That's the
Either way,
solution.
I would like Brian Armstrong to sponsor us. That's what he should do. Because you know how many people I onboarded to Coinbase? I think I've onboarded more people than he has to Coinbase.
That might be true.
It's crazy.
Also with the millions of downloads we get here, I'd say we do a pretty good job.
Even through all the problems Coinbase had, I still believed in it.
That's true. You're right. Despite all my issues with Coinbase, I would still refer people to Coinbase as the easiest way to get onboarded to crypto.
Brian, if you're listening, please just sponsor us, bro.
Bri, my guy, Bri. All right. Have you heard about the Zuckbucks?
No. What is that?
Which is not, it's not the real title. It's just the news being clever. This is an article from The Lever, which I had to make a free account just to read this article. Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly what I said. This is levernews.com. More like Lever News, am I right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the Genius Act isn't just a crypto giveaway. It could turn tech giants into unregulated banks. Okay, so the Lever, and get ready to pay in Zuckbucks. And this is from May 23rd, so like 2 days ago. Amid a flood of industry lobbying in Washington, D.C. and Democrats' capitulation, the Senate is set to pass the Genius Act, a sweeping cryptocurrency law that could spread fraud-ridden, destabilizing digital currencies across the banking system. Are you scared yet?
No.
Well, they're trying to scare you. But lawmakers and consumer protection experts warn that the bill has an even more serious problem. It would allow Elon Musk and other big tech tycoons to issue their own private currencies. That means we could soon live in a world where all online transactions will require us to pay for goods in billionaires' own made-up monopoly money, for which tech giants will be able to charge exorbitant transaction fees. The scenario isn't just a pipe dream, it's a long-running project by tech platforms to control payment networks. In the past few weeks, Meta began laying the groundwork once again to launch its own cryptocurrency.
Again? He's trying again?
Okay. There's a lot of scare tactics going on in here, a lot of FUD. I mean, the reality is anyone could start their own currency, right?
They can, yeah.
And it can be integrated into any of these platforms. And also stablecoins can be used for the exact same purpose, right? If you're going to pay for ads on Facebook, there's no reason they couldn't just say, okay, we accept Tether or whatever it is, right? So this idea of having your own coin per platform, I don't think is actually as scary as this article is making it out to sound. No. What's more, thanks to bipartisan compromise that convinced Democrat holdouts to support the legislation, the latest version of the bill could stop the government's top financial tech and regulator firm from overseeing any of the potential tech currencies. The Genius Act, which stands for Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins, was designed to create light touch regulations for stablecoins, a more commonly used form of crypto tokens that is often pegged to the U.S. dollar in an equivalent value. If it becomes law, any banking or even non-banking enterprise can get a license to deal stablecoins with minimal oversight. This could riddle the entire financial system with volatility and make illicit activity like fraud. Okay, that is a problem with the banking system, not with the crypto system. Jesus
I was going to say,
Christ.
it's just a banking system issue.
Oh my God.
I love how they make it sound like it's everything they got. It's crypto related.
Oh no, the crypto is the bad guy.
We're so bad. Like, shut the fuck up.
I mean, if Facebook has their own cryptocurrency or X has its own currency, it's people's choice to use it or not.
It's people's choice, yeah.
Good grief.
Nobody's holding a gun to someone's head and being like, use this crypto. It's up to you if you want to use it or not.
Yeah, this part is a little silly. The bill also includes a giant carve-out to ensure Musk's social media platform X, formerly Twitter, would not be covered by even modest restrictions, thereby gifting the president's closest big tech ally a competitive advantage in creating his own private currency. Okay, that part is a little fucked up. I'll give you that. So
I don't think he would do that either way. I think if he does something remotely close to doing something like that, it would be just using Doge on X. I bet anything on it.
Yeah, I mean, he's talked about X being a platform for everything since the discussion about X, right? Moving away from Twitter, not just social media, but also payments.
Yeah, he talked about the financial part of X.
Yeah, which makes total sense.
Very clear about that since the beginning.
Right. Now, he's been in the payment system for decades.
Very long time, yeah.
And those other payment platforms like PayPal, like Venmo, like they all have connections to crypto for onboarding also. So it's like even the transactions happening today can also end up in stablecoins or other currencies. So I'm not quite sure what the big scare here is or what the big threat is. But I do think it could lead to some innovation. If companies have their own layers, and we'll look at a story about companies starting their own layer ones, I think that could actually be a cool thing to see how companies use this and build off of it. So right now they're all stuck with this old, broken financial system, and here are tech companies thinking, how can I use technology or leverage technology to create a better experience,
exactly, yeah.
earn more money, and create a unique experience for our users? So what the fuck is the problem?
The haters, bro.
Jesus Christ,
The haters.
lever.
The haters are out there.
Who wrote this article?
I wonder who owns the lever.
I don't know.
A hater.
This is Luke Goldstein.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know, but he has a Blue Sky account because he clearly hates X. So you know what, Luke? Anyway,
yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm happy to see companies doing things. I don't love all the FUD.
I don't love it.
Okay, so speaking of companies in the crypto game,
Uh-huh.
FIFA, who we've actually talked about a number of times in the past, they seem to be very crypto forward, right?
FIFA, you said.
FIFA.
Okay.
This is the soccer or football, the Football Association, as
Yeah.
some people say. They're making an even bigger play. They've had NFTs in the past. They've done,
Terrible.
unique experiences for their holders, but now they're taking it a step further. So
Uh-oh.
FIFA enters the L1, so the layer one race. That means they're not an EVM. They're not built on top of Ethereum. They're not built on top of something else. This is their own layer. With the biggest announcement yet, this is a Twitter post from Easy, at Easy Eats Bodega, is my boy Easy. I have a picture with him. He doesn't know who I am, though, but that's okay. It's very creepy. So with the biggest announcement yet,
Can you stop
FIFA,
stalking Easy?
the governing entity behind the largest soccer football organization, has chosen AVAX to launch their own L1.
Oh.
AVAX is built for business and organizations to provide their own experiences through the L1 AVAX tech stack. So it's using AVAX to build a separate L1, right? It's not built on AVAX. It's using their technology. They're helping them launch it. This will give FIFA the ability to provide unique ticket experiences, event experiences for consumers. Current collectibles will be migrated to the new L1, merchandise, and more. I have another quick article on it, which was a little more comprehensive. So this is from Cointelegraph. FIFA taps Avalanche to launch a dedicated blockchain for NFT platform. So something that's interesting, though, is like most other companies that are not crypto native don't start their own blockchain. Right? They're just riding on top of something else.
Yeah.
Or just an NFT that's an Ethereum NFT or a Solana NFT.
Yeah.
So I do like the dedication here, the focus here to say, hey, we're going to build our own layer one so we have complete control of all the metrics, all the different knobs and variables to say this is the experience we want to offer.
I wonder what they want to do with it, though.
Yeah. It goes...
Did they go into details?
A little bit. It doesn't say too much. The move comes nearly a month after FIFA announced its initial plans to launch a new network for its blockchain-based collectibles. Ava Cloud's Ethereum virtual machine compatibility will enable smoother integration with decentralized wallets and applications. The move will enable FIFA to deliver unique digital collectibles and immersive fan experiences powered by the speed, scalability, and EVM compatibility.
Yeah.
So I think we haven't seen yet what the outcome of this will be, but I do like their focus and saying we're going to start from the ground up and build it ourselves. That tells me that they're in it for a longer run than just here's an NFT of a World Cup game.
Whatever. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I agree with you on that.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
That's pretty cool. Looking forward actually to seeing what they build with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting stuff. You know, that makes me think of like a blockchain just for sports.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, let's get all the major sports on there.
yeah,
There could be some really cool things to do. Imagine like, fantasy sports through the blockchain could be really interesting.
Yeah,
right?
that would be cool.
Leveraging blockchain technology could be really cool.
You heard it here first. My idea if it comes out. And
Write
if
it down.
happens. You know why? Because every time that I mention something here,
That's not true.
it always comes up somewhere. Somebody builds it. Somebody does it.
This is not true. This is not a fact.
I'm going to stop talking about my
This
ideas.
is misinformation.
That is not true. I'm waiting for McDonald's
facts.
to move their Monopoly game into Web3.
We will see that.
It's going to happen.
I think that one's a
And when it
no-brainer.
happens, I have it in the chamber that we talked about at first.
That one is a no-brainer.
Suing somebody. Somebody's getting sued,
That's
damn
for
it.
sure. That time we're actually going to sue McDonald's. McDonald's, Mr. Ray Kroc, we're coming for you.
No, we're not.
We're not. Okay, speaking of dedication to Web3,
Uh-huh.
your boy Sean from the PG Group
Yep.
has been busy
Very busy.
moving things along.
Yep.
And here's a recent tweet from him from yesterday. Flying to Manila today for some very important meets that will define the future of RDAC in ways that will put us in the map for the right reasons. Have come to terms that no matter what we say or do, supporters will stand behind us and others are going to try their best to make us surrender. Him and Casey Montero have been posting some pictures together that they're in Manila together.
Why do you always got to say Casey's last name? Every time you say Casey, you always say
That's his name.
last name.
It's
You don't have to
Casey
say his
Montero.
last name though.
It's in his title.
We've known Casey for more than a year now.
Like biblically. So they're in Manila together working on the integration with Kumu, the social media networking application that is huge in Southeast Asia. And Casey, when I say Casey, I mean Casey Montero. He posted a video of RDAC being, tipped live on Kumu, just kind of showing how quickly it was moving and how
moves quickly,
how it was just being used. So that was kind of cool to see as just a snippet of what sort of activity we can expect to see coming off of the RDAC and Kumu integration. Speaking of RDAC, let's take a look at that price. Right now we're looking at a 1.5 cent.
Yeah.
1.5 cent. It is down for the last 7 days, but as he has said, as we have said, just hold the line. Just hold the line. That's
people panic. It's people want to see the price skyrocket right away, like within 2 seconds.
Yeah,
it's just not gonna happen. Like this coin has actual backing, and it takes time to build the ecosystem. Right, that it has.
Yep.
It has an ecosystem already, but it takes time to grow it. Right. And the coin just launched. Like all the jitters are gonna go in, gonna go out. We know this is gonna happen for a few months. You gotta give it time. Same thing that happened with Bitcoin, same thing that happened with Doge, same thing that happened with ETH, same thing that happened with so many other coins. Like just shut up. Just wait. Jesus Christ, people. Every time that people look at me and be like, oh, you still holding Bitcoin? Yeah. And look at where I'm at now. This is why you're not where I'm at now, because you are not holding or believing on a coin. Like, just shut up. Just relax and wait. Buy and just wait. The coin is legit. It has a whole backend behind it. Buy it, hold it, and wait. That's my take, period. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of the DMs. I'm tired of like the people telling me, oh, but it went down. Like, oh, what am I going to... Shut up. Just buy more and just hold it.
Yeah,
relax. Like it's not a meme coin. Just chill. This is not fucking fart coin or like whatever the hell it is. Like it's not gonna skyrocket in 2 seconds for you to be rich and come out and that's it and you're done. Like,
right. It's not there to be flipped.
It's not there to be flipped. It has utility behind it. It has huge backing behind it. Like people need to just chill, relax.
The coins that,
hold it.
The coins that do the thing that those haters wanted to happen, day one, week one, where it just climbs. Generally speaking, they crash.
If that's what you want,
they die.
If that's what you want, go to whatever meme coin shit is that's out there. I forgot what it was. What the name of it is. What's the name of that?
Pump.fun?
Pump Fun, yeah. And just go there and just buy whatever you want. Stop bitching. Like just buy
right. This isn't the token for you.
This isn't for you then. This is a long-term investment, period. Buy it, hold it, and wait.
Buy it,
that's
hold it, wait.
I believe in Redact.
Can you put that on a shirt?
I have a lot of money in Redact. And right now I lost probably like 90% of it.
You didn't lose it.
Well, right now I'm down.
Down.
I'm down like 90%.
It's just down.
Do you see me panicking, doing pose, going nuts? Like just
you panic for different reasons.
Yeah. Panic when you don't have the
like
mics working correctly.
When the Domino's is showing up late.
Yeah, that.
I can't believe you ordered Domino's with meat on it, knowing that I don't eat meat. That was kind of fucked up.
No, I didn't. What did I order?
Bro, there's
the pizza?
Fucking chicken on that pizza.
Oh, yeah. Well, nobody told you to eat the pizza. There's cheesy bread there. There's like a bunch of other stuff there.
Thanks for remembering me.
Either way, my point is, Redact is a good coin. I 1000 believe that is a good coin. It has a lot of stuff coming. There's a lot of plans behind it. Buy it, hold it, and just wait. I'm not going to compare it to ETH obviously, but it's up there. It's up there with what's being built behind it. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. And you know, as a related project, Jirasan from the PG Group. Yes, the floor is down, but we always see floors go down when the coins go up. So
You know,
I think that's expected.
one more thing. People always ask me like, "Oh, how do you pay for all this stuff? Like, how do you do this? How do you, how did you buy your house? How did you buy your car? How did you pay for the project that me and you have? By holding, by fucking holding. That's how I pay for everything that I have. By not panicking and bitching about a coin.
Preach.
By holding.
I think you also accidentally sold something once.
I did. I sold 100,000 worth. Forgot what it was.
Worth of Doge. By accident, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Good things happen.
Anyway, hold. That's it. Just hold. Crypto, it's a holding game. It's new out there. I guess I just said there's people that I've talked to in the last 2 months that still don't know they could buy Bitcoin with $1. Like, what is it that people don't get? Are you that dumb?
They just read articles from the levernews.com and get scared of everything.
I'm just tired of like people being like so narrow-minded. You have to be a little open-minded. A little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, that's your emotional advice for today, not financial advice. Your
My emotional advice.
Be open.
I'm still holding Bitcoin since 2010. 2010. Stop bitching. Just hold it.
Just hold it.
And I think that Redact is going to be a good coin. Hold it.
Just hold it. While we're in Magic Eden, let's take a look at just a couple of other projects. Other things we're keeping front of mind, such as the Chumps.
I'm done ranting.
Chumps, they've been active. They've been pretty active. A couple of sweeps recently, I think. So floor price
Chumps
sitting at 43 and 7% listed. And I think
Chumps still the top holder.
Chumps is another one of those things where it's just hold it. Just hold it. Casey is
relentless.
Relentless. He is working for you. Whether he's awake or not, he is working for you as a Chumps holder. And same for the Saints. So just be patient.
Just be patient.
We got the Saints here, less than, about 3.5% listed. This is another one. There was actual benefit of holding a Saints with the RDAC launch, and more good things to come as Casey sends us some alpha in the Discord on a almost daily basis. So I'm holding. He says to hold. I'm holding. I'm listening.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm listening. Oh, the floor price of the Rebel Ants has gone up since I last loaded this.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at us with the 0.005. What up?
Nice.
Oh, should I close the portal?
No, not yet. What time is it?
It's 8:39.
I guess you could close.
We're only an hour and 39 minutes behind. Okay, I'm going to take off the screen share while I do that, and you can entertain these people.
No, I don't want to rant anymore. I'm done ranting.
Okay, the floor is yours.
I am done ranting, sir.
Go ahead. I will just remove me from this scene here, and
and I was in the moment, but
now
I'm not ranting anymore.
Now you're not ranting anymore. Okay.
No, but I do gotta say, another. You know what's another coin I believe in? Pengu.
Pengu, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a lot being built behind it. Like I was holding what's the other coin from that I was just talking to you about that I sold. Actually sold it. Doodles. Dude.
You sold your dude?
I did.
Wow. You didn't believe?
No. I didn't get that tingly feeling. Yeah. I sold.
Hold on.
I'm still holding my NFT though. My doodles. I love my doodles.
Yeah, keep the doodle. And I know you get a lot of
I love my doodles.
You get a lot of offers for that, like off chain records.
Actually, I told you about my dude. You were the one who were like, you just sell it. You know how it goes.
I think you should have sold it. I do think you should have sold it.
It was you. It's because of you I sold it.
All right, so the portal is closed. We'll be ready for battle in just a little bit. In the meantime, let's take a look at a quick Pudgy announcement that came out.
Yeah. Did you look at the Jira floor?
Yes, we did look at it.
At the Jira floor?
Yes, we looked at it.
No, we didn't.
We did.
No, we did
That
not.
was the first floor we looked at.
We looked at the coin.
No.
Did we look at the Jira floor?
Yes. I can't wait till you watch this.
Was
back.
I ranting? I don't even remember that. Do you guys remember him talking about the Jira sound NFTs? I'm talking about NFTs. There you go. What's the floor?
Hold on, let me pull up the floor is 0.143, but it's up 27% in the last 24 hours.
Wow,
This
that's
is
pretty
when I
good.
said floor prices go down as ETH goes up.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I have to sneeze. You take the reins.
Are you trying to mute yourself so nobody hears you sneeze? Oh, are you going to do it on camera? Come on, do it.
It's gone. I lost the sneeze. I'm sorry,
Fuck.
people. I am so sorry I lost it.
Damn, I
Sneeze
really
is
wanted you to
gone.
do it.
Okay.
Hey, talking about everything. Have you ever seen?
While we're talking about all of it.
Well, we're talking about all of it. Have you ever seen that podcast, that New Jersey podcast? Those guys that are always talking about New Jersey and stuff happening in New Jersey.
Is it us?
No, it's not us. No,
No, tell me more.
they're actually pretty cool. I gotta say, I was watching like most of their podcasts the other day, and most of their highlights. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but they're actually pretty cool. Those guys.
Can you give us the name so
can't
that
remember.
our audience can
Can't
do
remember.
something
It's
with
like-
this information?
I cannot
Oh my God,
remember.
this is so embarrassing.
I
don't
was
even
on
know the name.
TikTok and the whole just browsing, and they came up.
boy.
So then I just clicked on their page and kept watching it.
Oh boy.
They're actually pretty funny. They give a lot of good information, though. You should definitely look them
Oh
up.
yeah, let me go find them right now. How about
I'm
you
sure-
tweet out the name
I'm sure
when
there's
you
not that
remember
many
it?
podcasts that talk about the actual state of New Jersey.
You can tweet out the name when you remember it, okay?
All right, I will.
All right, this was a
Just because I like you, sir.
Oh, you're a good guy. Thank you. So Pudgy Penguins announced this week on May 20th that they are
What did they
partnering-
announce?
They're partnering with Random House,
Who the fuck is
Kids.
random?
the world's largest children's book publisher, to release the worst
I told you this, didn't I?
birthday present ever.
No, I was the one who told you about this.
I know.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, what were your thoughts?
No, I thought it was cool. I think Pudgy's making moves, bro. Luca's always making moves. Always. Like, this guy's relentless. He reminds me of Casey.
Yeah.
He's always making moves.
So the post says that this places Pudgy Penguins in top retailers, allowing our story to become a part of family life and shared moments for millions around the world. I think, having a second product besides the toys
Yeah.
is obviously a really smart move because it gives somebody a little more access. Because
Well,
if you said, okay, the toy is cool, let me go buy an NFT, like that might be the next logical step.
No, it's cool to like buy the toy and be like, oh shit,
Yeah,
let me
let me
buy
get
the
the
book.
right.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, I think it's a great
good move, yeah.
adjacent product.
I would if I had kids, I would buy the book for my kids.
You can buy them for my kids.
I can, yeah. But your kids are older now.
They still don't know how to read, so I still need to. No.
You're definitely getting locked out of the house today. You are so getting locked out of the house tonight. That's all right.
I'm sorry, babe.
I'll do the blow up bed for you
love
over
you.
here. Lies.
I can sleep with the dog. So let me ask you something. If
yeah.
you had to guess, what's next? What's another, I don't want to say low-hanging fruit, but what's like another easily digestible industry of things for kids? Is it a candy?
For kids?
Yeah.
I can't, yeah. I
Is it a candy?
would
Is that
definitely
what's
say a
next?
candy, yeah.
Yeah. Any other products you think that we might see some Pudgy in?
Besides toys and books, clothing,
Yeah.
kids' clothing,
Yeah.
um,
That could be interesting.
footwear for kids.
Ooh, footwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Little
still
pudgy
owe,
Nike.
you still owe us a pair of Doodle Crocs.
Yeah, I hate Crocs. I hate Crocs.
This episode is sponsored by Crocs. Get your Crocs today.
I hate Crocs. I hate Crocs with a passion.
rebelants.io
They're the
slash
ugliest
Crocs.
fucking shoe ever created in this entire world. I don't care if a million people tell me, "Oh, it's comfortable." I hate it. They look ugly. They're stupid.
They are quite comfortable.
Do you wear Crocs?
I have Crocs.
Do you wear them though?
I wear them to take out the garbage.
That's it. That's
Mostly
because they are garbage. That's why.
whoa! Shots fired at the
I
Crocs.
hate, bro, I hate
First,
Crocs.
Ray Kroc.
I hate Crocs
of
with a
McDonald's,
passion.
and now Crocs, the shoe company. Shots fired.
Every time I see somebody wearing Crocs, I just want to punch them in the face. Like that's the type of like it's just so ugly. It's so ugly. They're
Alright.
so ugly.
We are running out of time
Are we?
for our.
We have so
made-up-
much to talk
I know
about.
we do. Do you want to talk about your post about moving to ApeChain, or do you want to talk about the post that Retro tagged us on Twitter and said we should talk about this?
Which one?
The When Mint.
Well, I could say real quick. We are moving to ApeChain. That's happening.
So I guess you want to talk about that.
Briefly, we're moving to ApeChain.
We're moving to ApeChain.
Period. That's
Period.
it. Done.
Done. Why are we moving to ApeChain? Tell the people.
We already had this conversation on a live.
Okay, well, here's a new 100, 200 people.
I just really love what's happening in ApeChain. I like the people there. I like the community aspect of it. I think people there support each other. Lately there's been a few fights, but like every family, there's little fights here and there that get fixed later on. There's certain things, that I didn't like the spotlight situation, but I think they fixed that for the next spotlight. Hopefully they did. But in all, I think that ApeChain reminds me of like early ETH,
Early ETH.
like early ETH.
Yeah.
I just think that Ape is just I just feel like the community is just better.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to a lot of founders in Ape. I've talked to a lot of people that deal with Ape. And I just like the sense of community and the sense of help that I get from everybody there.
Yeah.
Everybody just wants to help. Most, at least. I'm going to say most.
Yeah.
Right?
I think, and not to FUD ourselves, but I don't think we are in the competition for the next spotlight.
No,
no.
no.
But I think the other advantages of being on Ape, like you said, the community, the things that are being built on Ape, the cheaper costs of gas and things like that. I think that'll bring better use case for our growing platform to our community. So whether it's the future battle systems that we're looking at or ways to reward,
and it's cheaper
our
at the end of the
crowd,
day.
it's cheaper. It's going to be
Yeah.
cheaper for our people. So, the idea of paying gas fees for a $5 ant, it shouldn't be a big percentage of that purchase. ApeChain gas is very little. So, picking up an ant should be that much easier and faster.
Yeah, correct.
So when it's, a gang's time to battle and you don't have that gang, it's a little easier to go pick up, 5, 10 of those bad boys.
Yeah, I think it'll be much easier. And again, like the development in ApeChain, it's going to be good. So I think that
Big things to come.
Yeah, I think that with what's happening and what they're doing and the community and the support, I think it's just much better. We really didn't, when we first started this, like we really didn't get much support on ETH at all. And then I see that new people that are coming into ApeChain are getting support right away.
Yes, right away.
Like,
projects coming out of nowhere.
Yeah,
They're
they
getting
need
support.
help.
They're being on the spaces.
and they help them.
Yes. And we've talked about giving more exposure to other Ape programs. So
Right.
I think us being in it gives us a little more credibility and a little more access.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So Retro,
Our boy Retro, shout out.
our boy
Shout
Retro,
out to Mo.
um,
Mosaic.
shared a link about this. So
When meant.
I'm going to trust him that this is a real company.
He's been talking about this for a little
WhenMint.io.
bit. Yeah.
What is interesting here, though, is that they joined March 2022. So, and if you scroll not too far back, you start seeing those 2022 tweets. Let's see where those.
I don't think you have to go that far back. Just
Okay, so anyway, so I clicked, their website link because I want to understand what is WhenMint. It's a little wordy, but I can start to see where some of the value might be. So WhenMint was built around a simple reality. Fundamentals don't drive value anymore. Attention does. In a market where everything is subjective, Visibility is the only engine. NFTs were never real investments. Most were just overpriced mints built on false promises, pretending to offer utility they didn't have. That part I won't disagree with. Okay, so the idea, exposure compounds value, not logically, but emotionally. So when mint structures, so a token with no visual anchor bleeds out on timelines, invisible ignored. A token tied to a recognizable shared identity can move even when the charts don't. So when mint structures these mechanics directly into its architecture, every mint locks liquidity, ties token emissions to a visual identity, and gives communities something real to wear, trade, and grow across timelines. So what I think this is doing is blending NFTs and meme coins. So something we'll keep an eye on. I've given them a follow, worth a follow. See what's coming out of these guys, and we will keep you posted. And if they want to come on the stream and talk to us about their product and help us understand the value, the utility, the benefit, then we are open to it. So we're watching. We are watching you. All right. Oh, excuse me. That was embarrassing. Do you want to talk a little bit about our test runs with a new battle system?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it quickly so we can have another battle tonight.
Yes. Okay, so right now our battle system is really just saying percentages of chances of winning one gang versus another. What we've always wanted to do is make it more engaging for the participants. So somebody who's watching live can actually vote on the battle for the gang that they're submitted for and kind of help dictate the direction of the battle. So it's even less AI and more story driven by the users, but still with some AI in there. So I'm just going to run through the prompt that I've sort of honed in on. Still needs a little more tweaking, but this is obviously a little more elaborate than what we're doing now. So again, this is just a sample, an example, but it played out nicely how I was hoping it would. So in this prompt, two gangs of ninja ants are fighting. The warriors with a starting hit point value of 5,000, samurai with a starting hit point value of 3,600. Now, 3,600. So a starting hit point is the total gang points. The way that we see it now is how many points were submitted for any given gang. So instead of that dictating the probability, that will now dictate the starting hit points. Okay, you with me so far? Raise your hand if you have any questions. Okay. They are going to take turns choosing one of three battle actions. That's the key phrase here, battle actions, which each reflect a percentage of their starting hit points. It's not a percentage of their current hit points, because then you would never get to zero. If you just kept taking 10% away from a number, you'll never get to zero, right? You will apply the selected battle action result to the current hit point value of each gang and keep a tally of their hit points, while telling the story of the battle as it progresses through each action until one gang is defeated by having their hit points reduced to zero. So here we're making up what those battle actions are. Battle action 1, 2, and 3, or ABC as they might be called. That part's still being worked out. So 1 is a basic attack, which can reduce other gangs' point by 20 to 30%, and you, the AI, will randomly select the percentage from that range each time this action is used. Battle 2 is an advanced strike, not the most creative names I know, which can reduce the other gang's hit points by 5 to 50%. So obviously a much broader range, so you have a chance of doing some serious damage there. And then the AI picks the percentage from that range. And then battle action 3 is a heal, which this still needs some work on what the range percentage is.
Yeah.
And then at random, you will pick which gang goes first, and then I'll tell you which battle action is selected. So that's where you, the holders, come in, is that you will be deciding what that battle action is. So you'll vote each turn for your gang to say what should they do next. So you'll have 3 options in front of you, probably in the portal, and then we'll just see the votes. And after 30 seconds, we'll tell AI what it is. So here's an example of how AI processed this battle. So it picked the starting the starting gang. The battle begins. By random draw, the samurai will strike first. And it says, please tell me which battle action they choose. So I chose 2 in this example here, which is the advanced strike. And now we gave it a range of 5 to 50%. It picked 37% as that variable for the AI. So I think that's where there's some fun to be had, is like, what will the AI pick for that? That's where we get to kind of blend your input with the AI's input. And you can see it keeps a running tally of what the score is, and it tells a little bit of story through it. So I think this will be a more engaging way. Again, this is us just experimenting and learning as we go and listening to your feedback. So this is probably what season 2 will look like, and then maybe season 3 will be something entirely different. But this is how we're trying to keep the theme there and the idea of keeping you involved and giving you a say in how the battle runs. So
Yeah, I think the whole point is that we're trying to make it more interactive, more fun for people. So as we're
Yes.
building, we're thinking about how the user plays it, right?
exactly, we want you to have fun. We want you to be excited and come and watch
Yeah.
the battle so you can partake in the battle.
So a couple of things happening for season 2. We're building the battlegrounds for season 2, which is this that Kevin just finished talking about, right? And at the same time, we're moving into Ape Chain. That's definitely happening. The only thing is that we're still trying to figure out whether we want to keep both blockchains, right? Or whether we want to move entirely completely into Ape, right?
Right. That's a tough call.
That's the question, yeah.
And so what would
exactly
that
do we
look like
wanna do?
for a holder? If somebody has a V2 right now, the Battle for the Colony, and they have that in their wallet, what do those two different options look like? So maybe they can give us some feedback and leave some comments.
Yeah. What else?
No, that was my question to you.
Oh, what?
What do those two options look like if we go on both chains or we migrate entirely to Ape Chain? What does that look like for the user? One, they keep one on their wallet, right?
Yeah,
And then they generate one in Ape.
correct.
Okay. And what's the other option? They just burn it?
The other option is they burn it, yeah. They go to some sort of portal where they enter their wallet and swap and burn,
Yeah.
right? So the ETH one would burn and then you'll receive like the Ape one. Pretty much that's the options. But again, we'll see. As the more that we learn about the transition, the more that we try to figure it out. And we will have those conversations this week with our developer and see how it goes. Developer extraordinaire side project. Shout out to Side again. Side's the one building all our stuff. So
Sai is the one building. Side's
Yeah.
the man.
Side is the man.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we ready to begin battle number 5?
Yeah, let's begin battle number 5. I mean, I finished ranting about Bitcoin. I finished ranting about Redact.
You feel better?
I feel a lot better now. Again, like if you don't know what to buy in crypto, buy some Bitcoin. I mean, it's fractional. And again, like I mentioned before, we're not going to go all over this again. Stop looking at me like that.
Go on, the floor is yours.
Did you put me like
No.
on by myself on the screen?
No, I did not.
No, I'm not going to rant again. I'm just saying that Bitcoin is just fractional. People need to understand that. And I don't think they know that it's fractional.
Amen.
Eventually, I'm going to cash out. No, I'm not. Not yet.
Does that mean I'll get a paycheck one day?
Sure.
Yay.
Maybe.
You heard it. You heard it.
I'll buy you new shoes.
Oh, God, that'd be great.
You always wanted new shoes.
I would love new shoes. All right, battle number 5.
All right, let's do battle number 5.
Battle number 5 is beginning. You know
How
how,
many
it's
people we got
beginning?
watching?
211. You know how it's beginning?
211. All right.
The music. The battle music. I think we lowered it a little bit last time.
We did.
Okay, stop yelling. Okay, so we're going to start the prompt here. It's going to tell us a 4-paragraph story, and we will try to block the story as it's coming up here. Okay. Did it do anything?
What are you doing? No.
I'm
Shoot.
trying
Go.
to bring this up. Hold on. Let me stop sharing for a second. Stand by. The whole window. The whole screen. Oh, I see what I did.
Producer extraordinaire.
Yes, we're here. We're
You're
ready.
fired.
No, we're
Kev.
ready.
That's it. I'm
fucking
firing
ready
you.
to go.
No, you're done.
We're fucking ready to go. Okay, so
Fired.
here are the starting probabilities for winning. So 2 gangs are fighting. The first gang, the Bouquet, has a 41.04% chance to win. And the second gang, the Sohai, has a 58.96% chance to win. Simulate the outcome one time and list the results by telling a 4-paragraph story. Only give 1 paragraph at a time. And I will tell you when to give the next paragraph. Begin! All right. At dawn, the Bouquet warriors gathered silently beneath the red-leafed maples, their armor patched from countless skirmishes, but their eyes fierce with resolve. Across the misty valley, the Sohai monks emerged from the tree line, their chants low and rhythmic. Staffs and nagintas, I don't know what that word is, gleaming with ceremonial polish. As the war drums ceased, the air thickened with tension. The Bouquet struck first, swift and disciplined, disrupting the Sohai's formation with a cascade of precise arrow volleys. For a moment, it looked as if the underdog might seize early momentum, sweating already. Okay, let me know when you're ready for the next paragraph. I'm going to say, next. The Sohei, momentarily staggered, quickly regrouped with uncanny cohesion, led by a towering monk with a crimson sash. They surged forward in a rotating wedge formation, absorbing the Bukkei's momentum and forcing them onto the defensive. The chants grew louder, almost deafening, as if the very air pulsed with a spiritual fury. A flanking unit of Sohei archers began picking off Bukkei captains with ruthless precision. Though the Bukkei fought valiantly, their lines began to fray under the relentless pressure, and the blood mixed with the autumn leaves. We've seen this blood mixing a few times in the AI storytelling.
Yeah.
Very dramatic. Okay, are we ready for the third paragraph? Let the games begin. Refusing to collapse, the Bukkei initiated a desperate countermeasure, a smoke barrage from hidden scrolls and laced with irritants. Chaos swept the battlefield, visibility dropped, and cries rang out from both sides as formations dissolved into close-quarter duels. In the murk, the Bukkei commander rallied a pocket of warriors and drove deep into the Sohei territory, striking their standard and momentarily cutting off their command. It was a bold move that reignited the Bukkei morale. For the first time, the Sohei faltered, unsure whether the tide was turning or if this was merely a flicker before the extinguishing flame. Okay, I still don't know which team is going to win here.
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Okay, are we ready for the final paragraph?
Yeah.
Yes. As the smoke cleared and the sun broke fully over the ridge, the battlefield revealed its cruel truth. The Sohei had reestablished command, and with disciplined brutality, they encircled the Bukkei remnants. One by one, the Bukkei were overwhelmed, the final stand echoing with defiance, but ending in bloodied silence. The Sohei stood victorious, their robes torn and weapons stained, but their unity intact. Though the Bukkei had struck with courage and cunning fate, tilted by numbers, timing, and sheer will, favored the disciplined monks. The valley belonged to the Sohei now. Woo!
Wow.
Woo! I got chills from that one. I really thought
The
I
underdog,
thought the underdog
one.
had a chance there. Maybe next week, folks. So sorry. So sorry. But if we look back at the original battle, it is the Sohei who won last time, so they are now winners twice.
Yeah, can you put the brackets up?
I can do whatever I want. You know why? Because I'm a man, and nobody tells me what to do. Yes, I'm on it right now.
I tell you what to do all the
Okay,
time.
I'm going to pull it up right now, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Please don't get mad at me. Thank you, sir. Okay, so here's our bracket. And let's give it an update. So, the Bukkei just lost, as we know. Sorry. Sorry, Bukkei. Bye-bye. You got red. And the Sohei, victorious once again. They now enter. They move on to the round 3, where they will next compete for a $150 prize. Let's
Paid for by Kevin's wallet.
by Kevin's empty wallet, you can have a bunch of rugged NFTs.
No, I'll be doing payouts tonight for this battle. If Kevin can get the spreadsheet
Oh, I can
done
do anything, baby. I move
quickly.
fast. So, as we look ahead to the next battle, which will also have a $75 prize pool, we are looking at the Shogun
And a Bushi. Ooh,
versus the Bushi.
that's going to be interesting.
That is the second to last battle for $75 prize pool. We then move up to $150 prize pool. Woo. Remember, this is $1,000 of prize pool spread out over all these battles. 10 battles, $1,000 in prize pool spread out based on how much your contribution is to the winning gang's percentage. So if you contributed 20% to today's winning gang, you're going to get 20% of $75. Do I know how much that is? I don't. I don't do public math.
You're really bad at math.
Excuse me.
Why?
I only failed math I can't remember how many times.
Yeah. So we'll post this. We'll post the battle on Discord. Last time you didn't post it, by the way. Thank you.
Why don't you go check? Because I posted it minutes.
You're fired again.
Minutes after the
fired
episode ended.
again.
Before I left this studio, I posted it. So you know what? Go fuck yourself.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
So we'll post it tonight. We'll do payouts. Well, I will do payouts tonight.
Yeah, I'll see how long it takes Old Man Rivers over here to send out the monies.
No, I'll send it out tonight. I think I paid everything else out, right? No, I did.
We're caught up. We're caught up.
Yeah, everything else has been paid out. Oh, today we had a poker night. I wonder who won the poker
I did not.
in Discord. Wait, did we have a poker night? I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. You can't keep up with your own Discord, huh? Must be nice.
That's why we have help in the Discord. That's why we have a team.
We have a rock star team. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
We have an amazing team. Shout out to our team.
All right. So battle number 6 will be later in the week on Thursday. Thursday, we'll go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, and we'll do a battle on that session. We will also reveal the self roast that I have for that episode, which I am not proud of, but I will tell you.
We also have Vicky's show on the Wednesday night.
Wednesday night we'll have the Witching Hour on Coven Radio,
presented by
Rebel Ants Radio.
That's correct.
So make sure you tune in then, and we appreciate you hanging out with us, and we will see you this week. Miguel, buenas noches.
Good night, everybody.